ago when we had our giveaway day, I would have had 10 kids that wanted that sock monkey. But the first one that said he wanted it was the student who was helping me set up and getting my table set up. So I set it aside for him. And he was in 7th grade. I am not kidding you, because they don't have a lot of things of their own. So when they get the chance to pick, it's like going shopping. That's why I try to say to donors, you might think it's junk for you, but for a child who has nothing, it's something that's very valuable. My name is Diane Pernicchio, and I do resource development and community relations for Step Up Schools. To explain what resource development is really about what can I bring to the school? What can I bring in the forms of money, in the forms of donations, whether it's in kind, it's writing grants for the school, it's getting the community to know how to donate to our school, putting out what our needs are. There's various ways that I do this. First of all, it's through our website. You can always go to our website, www.stepupschoolsmesa.org, and on there you will find current pictures of our students, what is happening in the school. There's a monthly wish list that I put out there, which shows what the needs are at this current time. It changes every month. We always have different needs. At the start of the school year, it was about backpacks and school supplies and paper and notebooks and everything that our students and teachers need to start the school year. Now that we're getting into the fall, it's how can you help us for Thanksgiving? If you would like to do a food drive, if you would like to provide a turkey for our students. As we head into winter, it's going to be more about how can I help for Christmas? How can I help during this holiday season? I would like every child to get a warm sweatshirt. I want every child to get a pair of gloves for Christmas. I want them to have a hat to wear. Most of our students are walking to school every morning, so in those early morning hours of 7 to 7:30, it's chilly outside. So we would like them to be able to stay warm. It doesn't matter if it's a zip-up sweatshirt or if it's a hoodie that you pull on, as long as they have something warm to wear. I also want to work to get every child a blanket. Not just every family, but every child, so that at night when they're sleeping, they have their own personal blanket to stay warm. If you follow our website, you can always look at the wish list to see what the most current needs are. For example, about 2 weeks ago, we were presented with a need from a family. They were having a serious case of bed bugs, and our Dean of Students asked me if I could find new beds. And I said, let's try. And I put it out early in the morning as an email blast to all of our donors who are on our wish list. And by 10 o'clock that morning, I had 4 beds. Another way that you can support the school is through donations, whether it's monetary or in kind. By monetary donations, the best way that you can help us is the Public School Tax Credit Program. That is a program that benefits us at the school, but it also benefits you as a donor. It is a dollar-for-dollar tax credit that you get to claim on your Arizona state taxes. That money that you put into our school for tax credits is what enables us to send our students on field trips. It helps with our after-school program. It helps with special things that they would like to do. So that is a huge benefit, and that's where both of us benefit. We get the money, you get the tax credit. You can also help us just by making a general in-kind donation, whether it's through school supplies, helping out at Christmas time, or if you, I always joke and say, if you're gonna have a garage sale and you don't get rid of the rest of your clothes or household items, bring them to us. We're happy to put them out once a month for all of our families to come and shop for free. Step Up Schools stands for Science, Technology, Economics, Philosophy, University, Prep. We are trying to prepare our students not just for high school, but for college and beyond. Because the truth is, with an education, the possibilities are endless. Step Up Schools is a Title I school. That means that 100% of our students qualify for free and reduced breakfast and lunch every day. Free and reduced lunch is the federal government's indicator for families that live below the poverty level. 65% of our students are ELL, which means that English was the second language that they learned. Now I'm going to take a minute and introduce Stacy Fletcher. She is our Dean of Students, and she's going to give you a little bit of the history of Step Up School.
My name is Stacy Fletcher, the Dean of Students at Step Up Schools in Mesa. My school exists in a community center which is housed in a community called the Washington Escobedo Community. The reason why it is called the Washington Escobedo Community is because the Washington part of the community served the African Americans that were housed there that were working out of Williams Air Force Base. The Escobedo part of the community is called that because it served the Hispanic population that lived in that area that was being served and taken care of by the LDS church. The two came together and they existed in that community, thus called the Washington Escobedo Community. And then eventually it turned into a mixed community, and in the middle of this community was a center called the Community Center. It was very fondly known as the center. It is in the middle of a community park in the city of Mesa, and it was a center where everybody hung out and played games, and it was just dances and relationships were made, and wonderful history was made in that center. Through funding with the City of Mesa, it started to be cut, and eventually the City of Mesa could no longer keep that community center open. The options were for the community to take over, get some grants, some funding, and keep it open. The community could not do that, so instead they were going to board up this community center. In light of the sadness of that and the history, and prior to the community center being there, the very first school in that community having been there, they decided, through a partnership with Eduprise of Gilbert, Dr. Lynn Robichaud decided that the city and Dr. Robichaud would come together and keep the community center open, but make it a school for the community. Step Up Schools opened its doors to the community in fall of 2012. We exist primarily to serve the community. We're a K through 8 population, kindergarten through 8th grade, and about 100 students are in our school.
On Fridays, 50% of our students receive a meal supplement from the Brain Food Organization. Brain Food is easy access food for students that they can prepare themselves. It is peanut butter crackers, granola bars, peanut butter and jelly, and food that they can prepare over the weekend that does not need to be cooked. Step Up Schools is a STEM school. We have a heavy focus on science, technology, mathematics. All of our teachers are Arizona State certified, and we have a paraprofessional in every classroom. If you are looking for a way to support our school, there are many ways that you can do it. If you are an individual, we would gladly have your time, any contributions that you have. If you're a corporation, reach out to us. Maybe your team could come in and do a field day with our students. Or maybe your company could do a giving day, sort of like a Make a Difference Day type project with our school. We're always looking for individuals that want to do service at our school. There are many, many ways to help. So please reach out to us either through the website or calling into the school and let us know how you want to help our school, because I can always find a way.